Being famous definitely comes with its perks: fame, fortune, and access to luxury. But with that spotlight comes relentless pressure. Celebrities often live under a microscope, constantly judged and followed, with the Hollywood tabloid machine ready to pounce at the slightest misstep. Whether it's confrontations with paparazzi, heated public outbursts, or even serious allegations, we've seen our fair share of dramatic celebrity moments unfold before our eyes. In this video, we're diving into some of the most unforgettable and notorious celebrity meltdowns ever caught in public. Buckle up. This ride through Hollywood's wildest incidents is going to be intense. Johnny Depp. Born on June 9, 1963, actor and musician Johnny Christopher Depp II became one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, known for his quirky roles and massive box office success, with films grossing over $8 billion worldwide. His career includes multiple BAFTA nominations, 3 Oscar nods, and a Golden Globe win. But Depp's personal life took a dramatic turn during his highly publicized and turbulent divorce from actress Amber Heard. The media frenzy surrounding their split exposed intimate details of their relationship. Heard accused Depp of being abusive and heavily reliant on alcohol, backing her claims with a trove of evidence, including text messages allegedly from Depp's assistant admitting to violent behavior and a disturbing video showing Depp in a drunken rage, smashing kitchen cabinets and hurling a wine glass. It was a shocking revelation for fans who had long seen Depp as a mysterious but likable figure. The public saw a side of him they hadn't before. Despite denying the abuse allegations, Depp eventually agreed to pay Heard nearly $7 million in a divorce settlement. The whole ordeal marked a major shift in how the world viewed one of its most beloved actors. Britney Spears. Pop icon Britney Jean Spears, born December 2, 1981, rose to global fame in the late 90s and early 2000s, playing a key role in the revival of teen pop music. Often hailed as the Princess of Pop, Spears has sold over 150 million records globally and earned countless accolades, including a Grammy, 15 Guinness World Records, 7 Billboard Music Awards, and the prestigious Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award for her standout music videos. But with that fame came a very public fall. In 2007 and 2008, Spears experienced a mental health crisis that led to a series of unpredictable and concerning public incidents. The most infamous? The time she attacked a paparazzi's car with an umbrella. The image of a shaved-headed Spears striking a car became symbolic of her breakdown. Months later, she posted an apology on her website, bizarrely attributing the moment to method acting. "I was preparing for a role where the husband doesn't play his part, so the wife takes on both roles by accident," she explained. "I take my roles seriously and got a little too into character. Sadly, I didn't get the part." The explanation only added another strange layer to an already surreal moment. These stories are just the beginning of our look into Hollywood's most shocking public meltdowns. Stick around as we continue our deep dive into celebrity breakdowns that left the world stunned and reminded us that fame comes at a cost. Jim Carrey, Canadian-American actor and comedian James Eugene Carrey, born on January 17, 1962, became a household name thanks to his explosive energy and signature slapstick style. After honing his comedic skills throughout the 1980s in stand-up and small film roles, Carrey shot to fame in 1990 as a cast member on the sketch comedy show In Living Color. By the mid-1990s, he had become a leading comedic force with iconic roles in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber, captivating audiences with his cartoonish, over-the-top antics reminiscent of Looney Tunes characters. Beneath the outrageous humor and rubber-faced grin, however, lies a more complicated figure. Carrey, who once earned millions by playing eccentric goofballs, has gradually revealed a deeper, more somber side, one that has both intrigued and concerned fans. In 2013, Carrey declined to promote or appear in Kick-Ass 2, a film he had already completed, citing its excessive violence as a conflict with his personal beliefs. The unexpected move led many to question why he agreed to the role in the first place. In 2022, Carey again made headlines when he announced he was stepping back from acting, prompting speculation about his state of mind and the trajectory of his career. Although he has reinvented himself as an outspoken critic of President Donald Trump and frequently shares politically charged artwork and opinions on social media, not all of his public appearances have been well received. In fact, some have sparked controversy and backlash. One particularly uncomfortable moment occurred during a 2020 interview with journalist Charlotte Long. When she asked Carey if there was anything left on his career bucket list, he replied, "Just you," making her laugh awkwardly. Carey then doubled down on the comment, encouraging her to own it before the topic was quickly changed. The exchange left many viewers disturbed, with critics online calling the remark creepy and inappropriate. One Twitter user quipped, "Look up sleazeball in the dictionary and there's a photo of Jim Carrey." Another admitted they had lost all respect for the actor following the interaction. This wasn't the first time Carey's conduct raised eyebrows. At New York Fashion Week in 2017, he gave a baffling red carpet interview where he circled an E-reporter multiple times and questioned the event's very existence, calling it the lowest aiming possibility. Add to that past accusations of inappropriate behavior and spreading questionable health advice, and it's clear that the once beloved comedy king has found himself facing increased scrutiny as he navigates the later chapters of his public life. Johnny Lewis. Jonathan Kendrick Lewis, better known as Johnny Lewis, was an American actor born on October 29, 1983. He appeared in several notable TV roles, including characters like Gilby in The Sausage Factory, Pierce in Quintuplets, and Dennis "Chili" Childress in The O.C. However, his most recognizable role was Kip Half-Sack Epps on the FX drama Sons of Anarchy. Tragically, Lewis's life ended in shock and horror on September 26, 2012, when he was just 28 years old. Initially, the news of his death was deeply saddening due to his young age and promising career. But as more details emerged, the story took a chilling turn that shook Hollywood. Lewis's body was found in the driveway of a Los Feliz residence where he had been renting a room. Inside the house, the body of his 81-year-old landlady, Catherine Davis, was also discovered, alongside a mutilated cat. According to reports, Lewis had allegedly killed Davis and the animal before getting into a violent altercation with a neighbor and eventually falling or jumping to his death. The circumstances were bizarre and unsettling. Just days prior, Lewis had pleaded no contest to a separate charge involving assault with a deadly weapon. Although the autopsy listed his death as an accident, ruling out definitive evidence of suicide, his body showed signs of physical struggle, including scratches on his neck, which were likely inflicted by Davis during the attack. Further investigation revealed that Lewis had been struggling with serious mental health issues. Reports later suggested he may have been suffering from bipolar disorder or a form of psychopathy and had recently stopped taking his prescribed medication due to financial difficulties. In the end, Johnny Lewis's story is one of promise cut short by tragedy. His shocking final days left a trail of questions and heartbreak, illustrating just how devastating untreated mental illness can be. Martin Lawrence. Lawrence was born on April 16, 1965. A native of the United States, he rose to fame as a comedian and actor, becoming a household name in the 1990s. His breakthrough came with a role as Maurice Warfield in the television series What's Happening Now. He solidified his status with the hit sitcom Martin, 1992 to 1997, on Fox, and starred in a string of popular films including the Bad Boys trilogy, House Party, Boomerang, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Nothing to Lose, Life, Blue Streak, Big Mama's House, Black Knight, Open Season, and Wild Hogs. Despite his professional success, Lawrence faced several personal challenges in the late 1990s. In 1995, Bad Boys was a box office triumph, and Martin made him a star. However, in 1996, he was involved in a bizarre incident in Los Angeles. As reported by the Los Angeles Times, he was detained after being seen yelling, "Fight the establishment," while wandering into traffic, and authorities found an unlicensed handgun in his possession. The following year, he was arrested again, this time for allegedly punching a nightclub patron, according to ABC News. Lawrence described a life-changing moment that came when he collapsed while jogging and fell into a coma for 3 days. "I felt like God laid me down and woke me up to see life more clearly. It humbled me deeply," he said. "We fall down, but we get back up. I hope this time I avoided hurting anyone and made sure I had the proper firearm permits." Sean Penn, born on August 17, 1960, Sean Justin Penn is an American actor and director and a member of the Penn family. His first screen appearance was a brief cameo in a 1974 episode of Little House on the Prairie, directed by his father, Leo Penn. He went on to receive critical acclaim for roles in Taps, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Bad Boys, At Close Range, State of Grace, Carlito's Way, and the Oscar-nominated Dead Man Walking, which earned him the Silver Bear for Best Actor at the Berlin Film Festival. He later won 2 Academy Awards for his performances in Mystic River, 2003, and Milk, 2008. Penn, known for his short temper, has had several confrontations with paparazzi over the years, similar to the struggles faced by celebrities like Alec Baldwin and Kanye West. In 2009, he was caught on video assaulting a photographer outside his Brentwood, California home. He was charged with assault and vandalism, but the charges were reduced, resulting in 3 years probation and 36 hours of anger management classes, according to the Daily Mail. Despite those classes, Penn found himself in trouble again in 2013, just months after his probation ended. At the St. Regis Hotel in San Francisco, he was caught on tape shouting at a man allegedly trying to photograph him. "I'll make you eat the phone! Get the fucking out of here!" Penn screamed from the hotel's lobby bar. That kind of outburst probably wasn't part of the anger management curriculum. Russell Crowe. Russell Ira Crowe was born on April 7, 1964, in New Zealand, but spent a decade of his childhood in Australia, where he eventually settled permanently at the age of 21. Crowe's acting career began in Australia with his breakout role in Romper Stomper. He gained international acclaim with standout performances in LA Confidential, The Insider, and most notably, Gladiator, which earned him the Academy Award for Best Actor. His accolades also include 2 Golden Globe Awards and a BAFTA. Despite his acting success, Crowe's temper has landed him in several controversial situations. In 2005, he was arrested in New York City after throwing a telephone at a Mercer Hotel employee during an argument causing injury. CBS News reported that Crowe pleaded guilty to third-degree assault and was sentenced to a conditional discharge, meaning he had to stay out of legal trouble for a year. Reflecting on the incident during an appearance with David Letterman, Crowe called it the most shameful situation I've ever been in. He referenced previous public outbursts, including a confrontation with a BAFTA executive in 2003 when his acceptance speech was cut off, and a pub brawl the year before. "I'm in a dark place," he told the Daily Telegraph. "There's a lot of trouble in my life right now, but I'll do whatever it takes to make things right." Alec Baldwin. Alexander Ray Baldwin III was born on April 3, 1958, in the United States. He is an accomplished comedian, actor, and producer, with an impressive list of accolades that includes 3 Primetime Emmy Awards, 3 Golden Globe Awards, and nominations for an Academy Award, a BAFTA, and a Tony Award. Baldwin's early fame came from his role in the primetime soap opera Knots Landing, where he appeared during its 6th and 7th seasons. He went on to star in notable films such as Beetlejuice, Working Girl, Married to the Mob, and Glengarry Glen Ross, showcasing his range in both comedic and dramatic roles. Despite his career success, Baldwin has had a notoriously hostile relationship with the paparazzi. This tension reached a boiling point in 2013 when the Saturday Night Live star was caught on camera shouting at a photographer outside his New York City residence. Following the incident, MSNBC canceled his show Up Late with Alec Baldwin due to reports that he had used homophobic slurs. Baldwin denied using one of the slurs and later claimed he was unaware that the other was considered offensive, according to E! News. Vincent Anthony Vaughn, born on March 28, 1970, began his acting career in the late 1980s with small television roles. He rose to fame with the 1996 cult comedy Swingers and went on to appear in a wide array of films, including The Lost World, Jurassic Park, The Locusts, Return to Paradise, South of Heaven, West of Hell, and Domestic Disturbance. Vaughn also played Frank Semyon in the second season of HBO's crime drama anthology True Detective. In 2001, Vaughn found himself in the middle of a violent altercation outside a bar in Wilmington, North Carolina. According to ABC News, the fight erupted after Vaughn reportedly struck up a conversation with a patron's girlfriend. The confrontation escalated rapidly. Actor Steve Buscemi, who was present, was stabbed multiple times in the face, throat, and arm and had to be rushed to the hospital. Vaughn, along with screenwriter Scott Rosenberg and two others, was briefly taken into custody. Reports suggested Vaughn's behavior may have fueled the incident, with some calling him rude during the exchange, according to E! News. Ironically, the group was in town filming the thriller Domestic Disturbance, a title that eerily mirrored the real-life chaos that unfolded. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating stories. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our latest updates. Until next time, stay golden.